Today on the channel, from the latest wave of Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats, we've got Vultureman.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Thundercats Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today here at the table, we've got Vultureman. But remember, for all your Super 7 needs and a whole lot more, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description below of this very video for a link to Entertainment Earth that will save you 10% off all in-stock items. Heck of a deal. That's what I did with these when they went in stock. I got in there, I got these at 10% off, and I also used code SUNFREE2022 to get free shipping. So, gotta get a deal all day long, as I always say. So we're gonna do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're gonna take a look at the packaging, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna see where it goes from there, and then we're gonna start off, of course, with the outer shell right there. Beautiful, always save these like I always say. Got Vultureman across there, Thundercats, off to the races. See you later. Now we get down to the regular Ultimate Edition packaging. We've seen it before. A beautiful, beautiful design box. I love that they're all in the same packaging size. It does look really good. Sometimes we get a little thicker ones, as we've seen with Mumra and some of the other ones, and I'm sure some of the bigger figures we got in the Simpsons line, for example, we'll see bigger boxes for, but very similar aesthetics throughout, as we know. Of course, Vultureman is a bad guy, so we got the Mumra logo, I always call it right there. Thundercats, Vultureman, all that fun stuff. On the back, Thundercats logo. We've seen that before as well. But let's slide this bad boy off. The slip cover comes off, and what do we got? Bam! We've got Vultureman right there, looking only like he can look. Look at that. Big figure there in the package. All kinds of accessories going on. Thundercats logo, Vultureman as well. Nothing on the sides. Ultimate on the top. But the back is where all the fun happens. We got the big blurb for Vultureman. We're going to read that and let's see what all the fuss is about with one of my favorite mutants there is. Or least favorite. We'll see. Alright. Vultureman. The cunning and ambitious Vultureman is the resident inventor of Castle Plundar and easily the most intelligent of the wicked mutants on Third Earth. Although he's a longtime associate of mutant leader Slythe and an enemy of Lion-O's father Claudius, his treacherous nature has led him to work with others like General Rataro, the Lunatacs, and even the Thundercats themselves when it best suits his always self-serving agenda. So there you go. Very, very creepy. He always creeped me out as a kid. There's something about Vultureman. And you know another creepy animal out there is an ostrich. Why are they still looking like that? They look like they got a snake neck going on. I don't know. They just kind of creep me out. I'm not scared of them. I wouldn't run away from one. I'd check it out at the zoo and stuff. But they always kind of creep me out more than other animals. And Vultureman kind of gives me that same creepy feeling. And maybe it's all related somehow. Who knows? Are vultures related to ostriches? How far down the line are they related? I don't know. Are they very distant cousins? I don't know. Who knows? Need a biologist over here or somebody like that. Somebody who works in a zoo, maybe. Pull this bad boy out. We're going to put this off to the side. The Jen will see you later because I do keep this packaging, as you guys know. And we're going to take a look at Vultureman in the old plastic prison. Big, heavy figure there. There he is. Look at that. Extra head, weapons, accessories, all kinds of fun stuff in here. Extra hands as well. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let me take this offline. Let me get him out of the package, and we'll be back talking all things Vultureman. All right, we got Vultureman out of the package, and every time I say the word Vultureman, the Bob Dylan song Joker Man comes into my head. If any of you guys are Bob Dylan fans like I am, big Bob Dylan fans, seen him so many times, like 26 times in concert. I think I've seen Bob Dylan in my life. But the song Joker Man, if you're familiar with that 80s staple from the Dylan catalog, sing that song, but replace Joker Man with Vultureman, and you'll have quite the day, quite the day. And of course, you guys know every video I do post on Instagram, I post these reviews. I say, oh, here, this is up, and then I always put a song to it, and I'll have to put Joker Man to this video, so we'll see what happens with that. But let's check out these accessories first on the old Joker Man, Vultureman, whatever we want to call him. We got all kinds of stuff here, but let's start with the fists, or I should say the hands like we usually do. No fist for Vultureman, unfortunately. We do get two gripping hands. He's got a little bit more splayed out hands here, but man, these are creepy hands. This goes back to me saying how creepy he was as a kid. He's still a little creepy all these years later. These long white nails, very, very kind of scary looking nails on him here, but two gripping hands right there. Then we got two big open hands, big open hands here, I guess for the weapons and other things. We got 2 of those. Then you don't have any fists, like I said. So that's a little unfortunate. I like some fists with my figures. You know that. We do got tools with him, so he does have a screwdriver, a pair of scissors or clippers, and then a wrench here as well. So we got a couple of tools. Of course, he's an inventor. He's doing things like that. That does make sense. I'm not sure how well he's going to hold those tools, though. That's the only thing with that. We do get this kind of... I think this was also with his original LJN toy, if I remember correctly. It's kind of like, it almost reminds me of those claw machines that you see at like the skating rink or whatever, but all silver here, some little sculpt in the middle right there. But it's picking stuff up, grabbing stuff, attacking people, whatever you need to do if you're a Vultureman right there. He does come with a pair of goggles, and I'm not 100% sure if these are where it's from, but I remember there's that episode where he made like a plane or something. It was kind of like a little plane, like a one-seater plane, and he was wearing these over his eyes. Maybe that is harking back to that episode here, but nice goggles here, very, very soft plastic, very movable and stuff like that. A little antenna in the middle, maroon color with a little blue buckle, and then black for the goggles in the eyes. So we get that accessory as well. We get a little potion bottle. Super Power Potion, very crudely drawn, almost looks like something you'd see in The Simpsons. And I believe this is what steroids basically in the 80s. He got all jacked up, got his super power potions, a very famous Vultureman episode back in the day, and I guess this is what he drank. So you can be hanging this and slamming one of those like a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, I guess. Then we get 3 weapons here. We get the big blaster gun, very futuristic. Of course, he is an inventor. He invented these kind of things. Big end there. Got a little barrel. Looks almost like you could stick something in there, but I don't think we have anything to stick in. But we do have that. 2 different blues, like a bluish purple and then a lighter baby blue going on. Sculpting throughout, very futuristic looking for a mutant here. And then you get a blaster, very same color scheme here. Once again, very nice sculpting and detail on that one. And then we get a very strange one. It looks like a hair dryer. Looks like one of those shrinking rays or whatever. Very, very futuristic weapon. White and brown this time, breaking the color patterns there. But we do get that, another weapon for him. So he's got a lot going on. Of course, we do have an extra head, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But let's look at Vultureman, and then we'll look at the extra head, and we'll also do some comparisons to his mutant friends from the Super 7 line. We'll want to compare size differences between those guys. But let's start with the head on this one. We get a good up, a little bit of up. Not really any down. You do get the side to side, all that kind of stuff going on. So not a ton of head articulation. I mean, you can do the quizzical dog telling you, you're talking to your dog and they give you that look. Kind of has that going on. You can't do that. Very, very cool, kind of tannish leather skin here. Very chicken-like, which I guess chicken and vultures are probably more related than an ostrich and a vulture. So he does look that way. Like I said, very creepy hands on him, but you get tons of articulation with those hands to move them in crazy positions. Single-jointed elbows, single-jointed knees on these, and of course they are pinless, which you know Kyle loves, the pinless joints. Shoulders, a little bit of limitation here. He does have his big fur kind of, I mean, I guess it's part of his body, but it almost looks like a shawl. Yes, an old lady shawl he's wearing here with feathers and stuff. But it does have little cuts in it that moves out of the way a little bit. But it does definitely limit some articulation there for you, unfortunately. I should have described the head a little bit more, too. It's got the big yellow beak going on. And then you got the yellow eyes with the red pupils in there with the black around it, really peering deep into your soul and terrifying little kids, I think, is what he's doing there. And I wouldn't say I was terrified of him. I just thought he was creepy. Just creepy. But there he is. And then he's got the back kind of in the brown color there. Brown shawl as well. We talked about the skin. Then he's got a skirt, a blue skirt there. Kind of does match the weapons a little bit with a brown belt with a blue outline of the buckle. And then you get very skinny legs, which makes sense on a chicken or a vulture or an ostrich. Back to the ostriches here. We do have that. He does got a little spikes on the back there. So he does have those going on in the back of his calves. On the skinny legs, and he has long feet with 2 toes as well. Ankle articulation up and down, side to side, plenty of articulation at the legs, of course. Taking a look at this other head, this is the one I think I might end up using, though. I usually like kind of the base heads, but I think I like this one a little bit more. It really shows some personality. And if I remember Thundercats, it's been a while since I've seen this series. My youngest daughter, or my oldest daughter, Elle, she wanted to watch them all. We watched them all back to back a few years back, 5 years ago probably. But I always picture him in my head with his mouth wide open like this. And I love the tongue Even the curl on the tongue here, the red against the pink. Same eye color, same everything throughout, but it does look really, really good. So I think I'm going to use this one. I like the personality this one brings out, where usually I like just more of a resting face, but not in this circumstance here. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? That's always one of the things we always check as well. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%, and he fits perfectly. Now, this is a Mattel stand. They do have Jazzware stands. You want to make sure you get the Mattel stands, and you want to make sure you use discount code Kyle to save 10% as well. My favorite stands, I use them for all my He-Man, my Ultimates, my wrestling, of course. A lot of NECA stuff I use them for. G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends. They fit a lot of different lines, so very versatile and very cheap as well, especially with that 10% off code. So Vultureman looks pretty good right here. Let's do a little comparisons of size-wise. We've, of course, got Slythe. Man, he towers over Slythe. I guess I could take this off for now, just for the comparison's sake. But he is still very, very big, Vultureman. Now, I remember him always kind of having a little buckle at the knee as well. Maybe that's part of it. You're supposed to buckle him down, not have him standing totally straight up. But he is a very tall figure from what we're seeing here. But he looks a little bit better with a little bit of a bend in the knee and a little bit of bend in the ankles. I think that fits in a little bit more cartoon, at least in my mind. But you got that comparison there. Of course, got old Monkey and a favorite of mine. You guys know I love hairy bipedal creatures, especially monkeys. Love a good monkey. And then Jackalman, another good one from the Super 7 Ultimates line. So we really built out our mutants here. They're all here. They're all ready to go. They're all ready to party. They're ready to fight Tigra and Chitara and Linkso and Bengali and all the boys. A good-looking group that I'm going to display together on my Thundercats shelf. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. But Vultureman, a must-have. If you're building out the mutants, you got to have these guys. You got to have all of them, and you got to have Vultureman. He's the latest one. Hit up Entertainment Earth, pick him up today. But what do you think about this? You picking these guys up? You passing all in? Or you picking and choosing in the Thundercats line? Or maybe you're all out on the Thundercats. You can leave me a comment down below with your thoughts on old Vultureman, Bob Dylan, ostriches, whatever you want to talk about. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, like this video. You made it this far, and it of course supports the channel. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit the old notification bell. We're unboxing about everything Super 7 at this point, plus a million other things on the channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit the old notification bell. You don't want to miss a video. You can also support the channel the best way over there at Patreon. Link in the description below. Early access to videos, bonus content, exclusive content, early access to the videos, as well as monthly giveaways over there. So I'd love to have you a part of that. You can also hit me up at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for some mutants, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.